Hi guys, this is my second review this month on a film featuring Robert Downey Jr. and my first review in the Road to the Avengers series. Basically, for my next couple of reviews, I'll be reviewing all of the Marvel movies in order of their release, which have been leading up to the Avengers this year. So today I'm starting off with Iron Man, and let's get started. Released on May 8th, 2008, Iron Man was directed by Jon Favreau, who also stars in the film. Speaking of the cast, we've got Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man Tony Stark, Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane, Terrence Howard as James Rhodey Rhodes, Sean Toob as Dr. Yinsen, Farhan Tahir as Raza, Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan, and Clark Gregg as Agent Phil Coulson. In the film, billionaire playboy and weapons manufacturer Tony Stark is overseas in Afghanistan, demonstrating new missile technology when he is kidnapped by terrorists. During the crossfire, shrapnel from a bomb becomes lodged in his chest, requiring the also kidnapped Dr. Yinsen to install an electromagnet which will keep the shrapnel from entering his heart. Pressured by the terrorists into constructing a missile, Tony and Yinsen instead construct an armoured suit which allows Tony to escape from captivity. Returning home, he is forced to initiate a crusade against his own corrupt, double-dealing company, while handling Obadiah Stane, his deceased father's best friend and business partner turned greedy ironmonger, and friends who are unsure of the sanity of his mission. Overall, I thought this film was very good. It redeemed Marvel Entertainment from the rather lackluster films of 2007, including Spider-Man 3, Ghost Rider, and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. And it also served as a redemption for Robert Downey Jr.'s career, because he has a, as we all know, less than desirable past, and he proved that he still has the acting chops to pull off a big major role in a big major motion picture. Terrence Howard was decent as Rhodey, but I wasn't really a fan of his performance. I think there's also irony in the scene where he's in the garage and he's looking at the Mark II suit and he says, "Next time, baby." And I think that's ironic because in the next film that Mark II suit does get turned into the War Machine armor which Rhodey wears in the comics, but it's not Terrence Howard playing Rhodey. He's instead played by Don Cheadle. Jeff Bridges is positively devious as Obadiah Stane. He pulls off bald and bearded very well, and while he may not be portrayed completely like his comic book incarnation in the way he was introduced in the comics, I believe he serves his purpose as a worthy adversary for Tony Stark. Gwyneth Paltrow is fine as the impatient Pepper Potts. Sean Toob is compassionate and understandable as Dr. Yinsen. Jon Favreau just had to give himself a role in one of his own films, didn't he? And Clark Gregg also served as a very interesting sort of liaison into the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. Avengers arc of things. So overall, I rate this film very highly. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought the CGI work was fantastic, the acting was top notch, everything about it was really good. Yeah, and that's this review finished. Make sure that you watch next week for Matt's review, and in 2 weeks again for part 2 of my Road to the Avengers series, which is on The Incredible Hulk, which should be good. And just as a final note, I'm sorry about Matt's late upload of his last video. He's been having some viral problems with his computer. Yeah, so Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon.